Before we get into this video, I just want to say that I made a new gaming channel kind of dedicated to Call of Duty and Battlefield gameplay and probably some other games as well in the future. So if you're interested in that type of stuff, it'll be the first link in the description and it'll be the link in the pinned comments in the comment section down below. If you want to check it out and subscribe, you can do. There's a brand new Call of Duty video that just went up. So yeah, check it out and subscribe if you like that type of content. What's going on, guys? So we're back with a new video, and in today's one I'm going to give you a little kind of explanation and reasons why certain guns are not back in the game, like the AUG or the M249. So there's a couple of reasons why these guns aren't really back in the game, and I know when the M16 Burst came out, people were not happy that, you know, that gun was coming out and they'd prefer to have something like the AUG or something, but there is real reasons why these guns can't be added back in. We'll go through them now. So with the AUG, for example, the models are in the game, but that doesn't mean that the models are in the game that the guns necessarily work. Now what I have on at the moment is a PC mod that allows these AUGs and stuff to work, but they kind of work. So I can load a mag into it, put some mag into it, and it does also fire. But when you saw, if you saw when I loaded that mag, I'll try and do it again for you, the animations are not proper, as you can see, because it kind of basically uses M4 animations and tweaks them a little bit to make it kind of look like it's actually for the AUG, but the hand placement and stuff is completely off. Also the sounds as well, if you actually hear it, it's basically just an M4. So it does work with these mods, but you can't add a gun like that into the base version of the game the way it is. Like, they could technically just take the code from these modders, add that in with the same sounds and these janky animations and leave it at that, but you couldn't put that into a, you know, a full release game. It just wouldn't work. People would be complaining left, right and center about it. So there's two reasons for the AUG not coming in. Big one is lack of animations. There is no animator on the DayZ team. There hasn't been for years apparently. Last time we heard there was 8 people working on DayZ in total, and so when you think about it, when they have 8 people across 3 different platforms, that being PC, Xbox and PlayStation, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to, you know, add in certain guns, and with an animator it's impossible to add in brand new guns. So that's why they're adding in new guns like the M16 Burst and stuff like that that are reskinned versions of the M4, because it uses the same animations as the M4, so they don't need to have an animator to do that type of stuff. It seems like at the moment Bohemia's main focus is on Arma, whatever the new Arma game is coming out, and all their money and time is going into Arma instead of DayZ at the moment, which is quite annoying. And we don't know down the future if, for example, when the new Arma title comes out, whatever that may be, will DayZ then get funding again and more developers onto it and animators and such like that? We just don't know. That's the reason the AUG isn't done. Now the same thing with the basically M249 as well. It is here. You can see it's done. You can clearly see the actual gun models isn't necessarily finished either, because there's bullets hanging out of it when there shouldn't be on the actual, you know, working one. But this one, you can load a mag into it. But as you can see, actually what I need to do to get this one to work, show you the full animations. You just get rid of that bullet and then load it. It uses M4 animations. It uses M4 animations. That's not how you load an M249, but you know, it works. This one does work as well. It does have a heck of a lot of recoil, but then again you can hear also using M4 sounds and animations, and you can't add something like that into the game. And even though the model isn't 100% done either, as you can tell, like if you take out the mag, those bullets still stay there, so you can't have that. It just wouldn't work in the game. And what I heard from a few modders as well is, before the DayZ team was downsized, back when they had 80 to 100 people working on this game, it would take 3 developers 2 weeks to implement a new gun into the game. So what counts as a new weapon is new weapon, finite state, machine, and new animations. If a weapon didn't need those animations, it would take less time. So that's why, for example, you're getting the M16, it didn't need those animations. It takes less time to get it in, they can get it in the following update. There were 3 developers in total, 1 scripter, 1 animator, and 1 QA. So you can think about that. They don't have that many people. They have 8 people working on DayZ. They don't have an animator to start with, and then they need 1 scripter and 1 QA as well. Just bring in 1 gun into DayZ. If you take that out, they don't have that much manpower on the team. It's pretty much physically impossible to do. Yeah, it is annoying. I'd love to see all these guns back in as well. You know, it really would be cool to see. But for the time being, we have to do with the guns that they're adding in. But, you know, at least it's something, right? So, again, whether down the road we'll see more developers or animators come to DayZ is completely up to Bohemia Interactive. It's not up to the DayZ dev team whether they can hire new people. That's just not how it works. It's to the higher ups in Bohemia Interactive. They can see if they can, you know, get people in, hire people, get the funding that is needed to hire more people. I'm assuming they do, but I think what's happening is Vigor and Arma are taking over at the moment, and all their budgets and team efforts and everything are going straight to them. Like I said, maybe down the road we'll get somewhere where we will have DayZ with a full team of people again. It all depends. I think it'll depend on what this new Arma game is going to be, and whether how good that fails or succeeds when you know, it comes out. But yeah, that's the reasons why. I know a lot of people were kind of wondering why they're not bringing back the AUG and stuff, so I said I'd make this video and show you why, or at least tell you why that's just not a thing and it can't happen. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and leave me know what your thoughts in the comment section down below. I hope this helps some of you out and clears the air on, you know, the DayZ dev team, and they're not being lazy. It's just that they just don't have the manpower or the funds required to do this at the moment. So then hopefully down the road they will. So until then, I shall catch you guys in the next one, and peace out for now.